here on the A to Z with
LUMI. I'm the creative director of like a up and coming brand called OEUVRE, basically.
Yeah. So today we're just gonna get to know him and his brand and everything that entails with him. So the first question we have is like we just want to know like how did you come about your brand name, your brand identity,
Right.
the logo, the inspiration behind the brand, what made you choose that name, the style, because it's very unique. I like the folder and everything. Just want to understand how you came about that.
Right. So basically, like the brand identity, the logo, and the name, like they're all like, I don't know how to put it, but like they all work together. Because I feel like without one, the rest won't make sense, if you get what I mean. So like their whole body. So like I can't really say. I think the name all started from like when I deleted my old Instagram.
Yeah.
I was trying to like open a new Instagram and like I just didn't want to like use any username. I was looking for like something that was unique. So like I was literally like on Google doing research and looking for words, what they mean, blah 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 blah. So that was when I came across the word like over. And like as my IG username is like LUMI's over. Literally means like over means the body of work of like an artist. So like that's LUMI's over is literally like my body of work, like my creative works and everything, like basically like everything I do. So like that's literally like it represents my page. So like in terms of like the logo and the brand identity and everything, I don't know, it just came to me one day because I feel like God just put it in my head. Because I feel like it was crazy when I got the idea, because I feel like personally, like me, I couldn't have thought of like something like that. So I definitely knew that it was definitely God. Like the concept of the OEUVRE was like to represent the over as like a folder, because basically you use a folder consists of like several and different files. So like the concept is like the OEUVRE represents like the body of work of my brand and like what I produce and everything. So like that's just like basically the concept. And for the logo is, I had the concept here. I wanted the logo to be like a folder icon, but I didn't just want it to be like just a folder icon. I feel like that would be too plain. So I started experimenting. I created the logo myself. I started experimenting and just like started adding like different elements and I just said that it looked good. And I just left it.
And then the cross on it, is it a cross or is it just?
It's not a cross. I won't lie, it don't really have a meaning. It's just there. Because I don't just want the logo to be like plain, basically. But like the main concept behind the brand is like the folder's representation of an OEUVRE, basically.
That's good. And what was your IG name before you changed your IG name?
Bro, I've had like several IG names. I've had LUMI the Great. I've had THBP Boy LUMI. I can't even remember, bro. I've had several. I've had LUMI the Creator. I've had. I can't think of it. I've had Trap Omi LUMI.
Trap Omi LUMI.
Yeah.
Rapper.
I've had a lot. So like when I was like, because then I took a break from like social media for about like 6 months. So like when I was coming back, I wanted to like come back because like I felt like I knew what I wanted to do. So I didn't just want to like have like a
normal name.
Like a just random username. Like I wanted to be like a meaning attached to it, basically. So
that's actually good. On your creative journey, what do you think that is very important to you? Like what made you LUMI? Like what was your journey like? How did you get about to be this creative?
That's a bit of a hard question. But the thing I can say is like basically I noticed like from a very young age, I've always had interest in like art, drawing, like just anything artistic basically. I just had interest. And then like I remember when I was much younger, like we had an house help, so he taught me how to draw basically. So like I feel like it was just from back then that like I just had like this creative, this love for creativity and everything. Basically, there was this show on Disney Junior that I used to watch. I love that show a lot, even though it's Art Attack.
Oh yeah,
where they make a lot of like artistic stuffs and everything with like paper mache and everything.
The one I used to watch was Mr. Maker.
I don't even know what that one is. But I used to watch that show a lot.
Yeah.
And it taught me a lot, basically.
Yeah, that makes sense. That makes sense. You know, because we're Creative Africa, so we just wanted to know, like, pertaining Africa and as a whole, like, do you think that's like there's a problem with creatives in Africa? Like, do they really identify creatives in Africa as much as they do over here and stuff like that? Do you think like there's a lack of representation of creatives in Africa? Because from my point of view, I don't see there be like they don't really appreciate creatives in Africa and stuff like that. Yeah. But I don't know if that's your opinion.
No, I kind of feel the same because recently I followed this designer on IG. Gil Aka Wale. He's Nigerian.
You know that we're Creative Africa, so we interview creatives from Africa. So I just wanted to know, pertaining Africa, do you think there's a lack of appreciation or like representation of creatives in Africa? Like, do you think they acknowledge them as much as they do over here?
Basically, I kind of feel the same way because like recently I think about 2 or 3 months ago, there was a post by this Nigerian designer that I follow, but it's based in the US anyways, where it was posting about how the skate park that Virgil Abloh was trying to build in Ghana, like after his death, like no one walked in it and it was just covered in sand and everything. I just feel like the whole term of like creativity and everything is not recognized enough, and I would not like, because I'm glad like I relocated over here because I can tell you if I'm not over it, if not because I'm over here, I can tell you I definitely would not have started the brand because basically I remember when I was graduating like secondary school literally, I remember the day we were graduating, I was just telling my friends like they should give me like 10 years that, cause like back from like secondary school, people were like I dress well, so blah blah blah. So I was just telling my friends that they should give me like 10 years, like people will start wearing LUMI. But like it was as if after I said it that day, that was the end. I didn't remember until I started OEUVRE that I even made that statement basically.
That's crazy.
And I feel like it's because of like the environment and like they don't really rate, because most times when they see the youth doing like something creative, they just feel like this one's just wasting your life away, and like there's a lot of opportunities that comes with it. Like it helps to build like independence. I feel like the whole creative agenda, it's in the name. Creative, like it's a creative way of like creating or like making a name for yourself, like compared to like the normal and the standard and the societal norms, if you get what I mean.
Because like I seen like, I don't want to mention the name of the person, but like he was like telling people like a certain amount of money that he thinks he should get paid for what he does, and then like just see all under the chat Nigerians just saying, oh, that's too much for that and stuff like that. But like
you see what I'm saying, like
over
they
here,
don't rate
the
creative like jobs and everything. They don't rate it. They only rate it when they see like, when they're starting to see like the
international people like acknowledging it.
When they're starting to see like the results basically. But like when you're just starting up and everything, they don't trust in the process. And
they don't.
They would rather you get like a white collar job or like a normal job than they're like there's like this ignorance in Africa basically.
So I also wanted to know, because like before you started the brand OEUVRE and everything, you used to be posting on IG fits every day, dressing up, all those things on IG before we saw you go into being a brand owner and owning your brand. So like, how did you come about the dressing style and everything? How did you just wake up one day and was like, oh, let me just start posting on IG this fits and stuff that I wear?
I started posting fit pics on IG like as far as like maybe 2020, 2021, like during the pandemic time. That's when I literally started. But then the notion I had was to become famous, and then I could get free clothes, and then maybe from there I'll get money and I'll become rich, blah blah blah. That was like the whole notion and how it actually started. But then, I mean, from like time, I naturally just I have like a good sense of style because I think I got that from my parents basically. So I just dress like I was doing it basically because I had fun, but there was still this notion of where like maybe I post and I don't get like as much engagement. I don't feel fulfilled and everything. So
yeah, I get what you're saying. I get what you're saying about that. Also, we also wanted to know, like, pertaining, we're going back to the Africa question as well. You know, like, you're from Nigeria as well, so like, do you see yourself going back to Nigeria and dropping something for Nigerians specifically, and like reaching out to that Nigerian group of people and stuff like that? Do you see yourself making something for Nigerians? That,
of course. Like I've said it. Like, if you check my brand's website, I just make like reference to like how my brand's like involve like some part of like my ethnic identity and all of that. So like I'm definitely going to be creative, like dropping pieces that are inspired from like where I came from and everything. I've actually got one coming soon. I'm not gonna say how soon, but it's coming real soon. Definitely this year, but it's coming soon. And I've actually got, just let me cook, basically. Let me cook. That's what I'm going to say.
We're waiting. We're anticipating. Alright, you heard it here first. I also wanted to ask as well, for my voice. Sorry, we'll cut that part out. I also wanted to ask as well, do you have like any like advice for creatives that want to do what you're doing, that want to be like you, like people that are growing up, like, you know, the younger people than you that look up to people like this? Do you have any advice for certain people like that want to be creatives like you, that want to do what you do?
Okay, you just made the statement. You said I want to be creative like me. I really don't think. One thing I believe is like every single person in this world is a creative. It just might like depend on like what like aspects. It might not necessarily be like maybe art or fashion related, but every single one of us in this world is creative. But what you just said about like if you want to be a creative, even it's in terms of like art or fashion and all of that, I would say don't beg it, because a lot of people are doing it. Because that's one thing I've noticed now. A lot of people are doing it because they're seeing other people doing it, and then not because that's actually what is meant for them. Yeah. Because I feel like for the creativity part of that aspect, it needs to be like
something you
inborn, like it's just like natural, like within you, if you get me. Yeah. But all I'll just say to like maybe aspiring creatives is like to not ignore any like creative talents you have, because you never might know. It might be the thing that will put a food on your table and everything. Yeah. Like, don't ignore any creative. Like, one thing I always say to myself is like, God is like the ultimate creative. Yeah. So like me having a chance to be able to create
things like him
in the world where He created us is like a privilege. So I would not like to put that privilege to waste, basically.
Yeah, I get what you're
saying. So if you've got the chance, if you've got any creative idea and you've got the chance to put it out, don't hesitate. Literally. So and don't second guess yourself. Yeah.
So do you have any like inspirations, like people you follow that you say, okay, this person, I like his style, I like the way he does his stuff, I
would not lie to you. Yeah. My mutuals on IG, they're my inspiration, basically. A lot of them, like, I feel like my mutuals on IG, like, I feel like we're just a group of extremely talented but underrated people, basically. So, like, each of us are, like, trying to just work our way up. We keep, like, posting and trying to put ourselves out more every day. So, like, basically, shout out to all my mutuals, literally. If you guys see this.
Yeah. Do you have any names you want to mention? Anybody?
I can't mention every one of them, so... Because I said all my mutuals, I can't mention everyone. So I feel like if I mention some, it might be given a bit of like maybe favoritism or something. So I'll just give it to all of them, basically.
Fairs. Anyways, so I think that's all the questions we have today.
Right.
Thank you for being here. Really appreciate it. I'd hope like you guys go and follow this and like this and share this to everyone you know. This is Creativ
guys.
Africa. This
Go
is
follow
A to Z.
Creativ Africa. Hit that follow button, like, comment, subscribe,
Everything.
repost, every single thing you can do.
On your
Just
story
do it.
as well.
Tell a
Everywhere.
friend to tell a friend to tell a friend to tell a friend to tell a
Snap,
friend to tell a friend to tell a
everything,
friend.
IG, WhatsApp, even LinkedIn, everything. Thank you.
Twitter, sorry, I mean X. Instagram, everything.
Everything.
Just share and repost.
Share and post, share and
I
post.
bet a lot more is coming.
Yeah, a lot
It
more
has to
people
be here.
coming as well. Thank
Yeah.
you.
So next time, peace.
Bye guys.